Hi, welcome to my channel. Guess what I got in the mail today? It's from Sigmaco Canada. Yes, it's the part 2 of the Sigmaco Canada Quad Rail system. This is the extension. And this is the plastic bag of 4 screws and a Allen wrench. There's no instructions on how to put it on, just that. Okay, let me check the quality is as good as the main quad rail. Nice, edges are not sharp. It's well made, just like the main quad rail, and it also has that tiny lines on these two sides that matches the main lower. Okay, let me get rid of the disclosure, full disclosure. I'm not getting paid to do this review, and nor did I take part in the research and development of the system. I am getting these parts for free. Thank you, Matt, for that. I also want to get rid of the specs. This extension is 5 3/8 inch long. That is 139 millimeter. The width is 1 1/8 and 1 1/4 inches, and 32 millimeter. Height is also 1 1/4 inches, 32 millimeter, and the weight is 70 grams. Okay, now the purpose of this extension, in my opinion, is for people for longer hands. they hold the handguard past the main section and way up to here. When people with longer hands, they'll reach up to here. Also nowadays, people love to shoot with the left hand fully extended. And so therefore, you would be like right up to here. So this extension is a great idea for them. Also, in my opinion, what it does, when I posted the part 1, which is the main quad rail, 4.5 months ago, and I read the forum, the Facebook, and even my my channel, and most of the reviews, most of the comments are positive about this quad rail. The only negative I read was, from people who actually don't own one, and they said it was ugly. And, ugly is subjective, right? What you think it's ugly to other people is pretty. And there's an old adage that goes, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. So hopefully by the time I put this on, you take a look and you'll probably think it's prettier than before. So like I said, there was no instructions that came with it. I even went on to Sigmaco YouTube channel. There was nothing, and I didn't bother texting Matt for installation information. I thought I can do it myself. It kind of looked kind of tricky. When I looked at the extension, I said to myself, oh my god, it's going to be held in by 4 tiny screws. It's not going to be strong enough should somebody want to put a bipod on it, or even put a QD ring, swivel ring onto this left side, move it forward. That 4 tiny ring is not going to be strong enough. But Matt had figured out a way how to make it stronger without putting any more screws on it. And this is what he figured out, which is quite ingenious. You see this bayonet lug? When I put it upside down, it looks like a T. Okay. There is a matching slot in the extension, right there. Right there. There's a matching slot where the bayonet lug goes into and holds it nice and firm. It holds the front end while the back end is held in by these 2 brackets that has 4 screws. So it makes it nice and strong. Yes, if you want to put a bipod or move the swivel forward, you can. Okay, because of that, it's a little tricky to put it on, and I want to show you how to put it on. You have to push it in first and then slide it in. That is a trick, but you can't just push it at any point. You have to match up this bayonet lug into this wider area, okay? You can't put it into this narrow area. So, therefore, this is how you would have to do it. You would have to put it, okay, you see this second raised area of the base, the back of the grenade launcher? So it would be somewhere in the middle of the second to the back base. So it would be somewhere over here. Okay, once you get to that point, you can slide the back end in like this, but the front you would have to push it in. You have to apply pressure. If you have any difficulty, don't be afraid to use the mallet. And once you can't go any further, okay, as you can see where I am, you see this groove right here? I'm in front of the groove. Okay. Once that is it, you can tap it back. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay, now you can see the grenade launcher, actually the bayonet lug, you can see it's inside the matching slot. Alright, now the next thing you have to do is take the brackets, there's to match the screw holes onto the top rail. Now you're going to take the screws, okay, and put the screws in. Hopefully it matches, but don't screw it all the way in. Okay. All right, I got 4 of the screws partially screwed in. So like your wheel tire lug, just do one at a time where it just touches, and then do the left side front, because the last one I did was the right side back, and now I'm going to do the right side front. And then I'm going to do the left side back. Okay, now this is just a snug. And now I'm going to do that all over again and make sure it's it's nice and tight. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to put in the magazine. There it is. Doesn't that look great? Like I said, if you want to, this is why on this side it's only 2.5 M-lock. It's because they didn't want to interfere with the left swivel. But you could put a QD swivel right over here. It's nice and strong. Doesn't look much better, unlike the flat plane area on the main lower handguard. This extension is it's broken up, not big, and this part is higher than the bracket, and then it steps down further onto the top rail. So it kind of looks pretty good. Okay, now there's one thing I need to point out when you're removing the extension. Because of the snug fit, the rail is tightens up a bit. Because of the tight fit, it's a little difficult moving the extension forward because the front part of the extension tightens up a bit, and then the back end of the grenade launcher is a little wider, so it kind of gets hung up like that. Okay, and to overcome that, you have to kind of use a couple of screwdrivers to widen that a bit, like this. Okay, like just push it in and push both of them in, hold it, and then try to push it forward to overcome the wider base. Okay, and like that, and like this, and then you have to move this thing forward. Okay, now once I pass the back end of the grenade launcher, as you can see here, I should be able to slide that forward. And then once I pass that, the bayonet lug, I should be able to move it out. And because of the snug fit, it rubs against the back end of the grenade launcher and removes some of the finishing of the phosphate. But other than that, it's pretty good. So thank you for joining me, and please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you.